This is Rob Edwards, then head of Salford at home. Rob, let's start with the FA Cup news for starters. The St Albans game has been selected for TV. How exciting is that for Forest Green?
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? Live on the TV, FA Cup first round. I was going to say fourth round then, that'll be good, wouldn't it, if we get to the fourth round. But first round of the FA Cup on TV, yeah, really exciting. Really looking forward to it, Phil. It's a great opportunity for us. Obviously, St Albans will be looking forward to the game as well. Obviously, them being at home, they'll really fancy it. And, it'll be a great occasion. So, looking forward to it. But we've obviously got... Oh, gosh, sat on something there. Sat on a splinter then on the bench. Oh, horrible. Right now, my neck. Is that going to be filmed as well? That's going to go out for everyone to see. Made me jump. Yeah, really exciting, Phil. But we've got two more big games before that in the league as well, and we Salford and Bradford that we have to concentrate on first. But yes, a great game for us.
And I will talk about the league games, but if we can just a couple more in the FA Cup. You say second time on the box this season. Does that actually help you sort of focus on the match rather than the occasion?
Being on TV. I don't know. I mean, hopefully, I don't think we just have to take it like, concentrate on it and prep for it like any other game, and it shouldn't affect us at all. The fact that it's on the TV. So, like we said last time, we had a joke about it. There'll be a few fresh haircuts, I'm sure, and there'll be a few nicely shaped beards, and the lads will be looking $1 million. But apart from that, we should just be concentrating on the game in hand, and not the fact that it's on TV and a lot more, wider audience will be watching it. But it's great. It's great exposure for the players, for us, for the football club, and of course we'll want to try and put on a good performance in it.
And did you have someone at the replay for St Albans against Corinthian Casuals on Tuesday?
Yeah, I've had some reports come through last night on St Albans, so we got that, and we'll be able to get some fixtures and do our due diligence and watch the game just like we would with any other game.
Salford in the league this weekend, and you're back at home as well. You've talked about being a good point at Leyton Orient on Tuesday. Do you need to sort of get a result against Salford to back that point up from Tuesday and make it a good point?
I think it's a good point, whatever, Phil. It's a good point anyway, but it becomes a really, really good point if we win the game on Saturday. So yeah, we spoke about that immediately after the game. The players, there was a tinge of disappointment after we went 1-0 up that we ended up drawing the game. But on reflection, if you take you try and take your emotion away from it and you look at it objectively. Obviously watching the game back, we've done that. I think a point was a fair result overall. We did have one cleared off the line, and we had one or two nearly moments, possibly a possible penalty shout, for handball that we didn't. No one even discussed after the game. But I do think we could have had a penalty as well, but we didn't. We had moments, but we scored one goal, great goal from Matty, but didn't do enough probably then to get that second. And Leyton Orient scored a really good second goal. Equalising goal. So we'll take the point. But yeah, you are right. If we win the game on Saturday, it becomes an excellent point for us.
And you've talked as well about not having any difference between your home and away preparations in terms of what you do and what you look to do, but you are unbeaten away from home. Is there a bit of catch-up work to be done at home, if you like?
No, not catch-up work, but we're aware that we want to try and win. We want to try and win every game, home and away. There could be an element there that teams will play slightly different when they come to our place, as opposed to when the onus might be on them a little bit more when we're away. So I think we always prepare for every game to try and win it and set up to try and win the game first. But we know that we want to make our place a fortress. We want to make it a really difficult place to come, and it's down to us to do that. It's down to us as a group to do that. We've had a lot of good performances at home, this season. You look through it, and we've won a good number of games there as well, and difficult games. And if you look at the fixtures which we were doing earlier on, we've played quite a lot of teams that are in that top sort of 8, 7, 8 at home already. We've had some tough fixtures. And this one's another one as well that's going to be really, really difficult. But we're well aware of that we want to win every game, more games at home. We'll be doing everything we can, Phil, on Saturday to really start the game well, with real tempo, and get the fans going, and try and get those 3 points.
And you mentioned how tough it'll be against Salford. Have you been surprised by their slow start? Because not many people would have expected them to be where they are.
I think their performances, like I touched on before, I think their performances are better than what their points would suggest at the moment, for what their points are at the moment. So you look at, it's all right looking into certain stats, but they create a lot of chances. They get a lot of crossing the box. They're a really high pressing team. They win the ball back quickly. Their performances have been better than where they are currently in the league. And I have been saying it a lot, haven't I? But I still think League Two table has still got a bit of sorting out to do. I think maybe in the 3 leagues above us, they're there or thereabouts now. There's always going to be a bit of shifting around, but I think our league, there's still a little bit to do. And I think Salford are one of those teams that will get stronger as the season goes on, Phil.
Finally, Rob, we've seen in this interview that benches can be a dangerous place to be at Forest Green at the moment. In terms of your selection, obviously nobody wants to be on the bench for Forest Green, but you've shown that you can make tough choices and you can rest people like Matty Stevens and you can go horses for courses. Is that something that comes naturally to you, or is it just about the right team for the right game every time?
Well, both. It comes naturally because I want to have honest conversations with the lads, and there'll always be a reason why we'll make a decision. But we've touched on probably a couple of times throughout the season that we'll try and pick the team that we think is best suited to win the game, and that's what we've done. So there's times to keep the lads going because they're in great form, and you keep the same team and you keep that going, the momentum. And there's been, I felt, the right times then to just make a little tweak or a little shift, just because we feel that this person will bring us something different. But yeah, it's great. I know no one wants to be on the bench or in just out the squad, but it is a squad game, and you're gonna when you pick that team, which is the hardest bit to do is to pick that team and select it. 11 will be happy, and there'll be 11 or so that we've got in the squad then that'll be disappointed, frustrated, and then be dying to try and get on and affect the game. But football is competitive. Our squad is certainly competitive, Phil. We've got some really good players that unfortunately can't start the game as well. But you hope then that when they do get the opportunity to come in, whether that's off the bench or whether they start the game in the next game, that they'll have an effect.
And I know I said finally, Rob, but finally, injuries, everyone okay?
I just lost you. The tractor was quite loud then. Say that again, Phil, sorry.
Finally, injuries, everyone okay?
Yeah, it's just Dan Sweeney at the moment, who still trying to recover from the knock at Carlisle. I know he played in the Swindon game after, but Sweeney's is still missing. But other than that, yeah, and a good, full, clean bill of health.
Thanks, Rob. Good luck.
Thanks, Phil.
Hi, Rob. I just wanted you just touched on Dan Sweeney. I understand he was due to have a scan this week. Have you had the results back from that?
That's today, Ash. That's happening today.
It's today.
So hopefully we'll know. We'll know later on. So certainly when we next speak after the weekend. Yeah.
Are you thinking a positive outcome on that one from what your medical staff has said? Or
we'll wait and see. Now that's why he's gone to see the to get the scan, because we need to have a look at it. So we'll wait and see what the report is on that, and we'll know more then, Ash. But fingers crossed.
Yeah. He was at the game on Tuesday. He looked like he was moving okay. So, as you said, fingers crossed it'll be a positive result on the scan.
He's a big, brave boy, Sweens, and a big part of the group. So it's great to have him with us, even when he's not able to be involved. And he's played through some pain, especially in that Swindon game. So it's important that we make sure we get things checked and just see how he is. Yeah.
What did your old mentor, Kenny Jackett, say after the game to you? Did you have a conversation?
We had a really good chat. Yeah, Kenny was great. He was complimentary of our team, of our players. And it was great to be able to pick his brains, what he thinks of the league, and having a chat about the game and how he saw it as well. So I really enjoyed it. It was nice to see him because, like I said, he gave me a real opportunity to work with, at first team level at Wolves with him. So, it was great to see him afterwards. And Joe Gallen as well, who is a great guy and someone that I I've got a lot of time for as well. So it was really nice to see the two of them.
Yeah, Kenny looks in great shape for a 59-year-old man as well, doesn't he? He looks like he's looking after himself.
Yeah. He does. He looks fit and healthy, which is great. Yeah, it was just really nice to see him.
Hi, Rob.
Hello, Carlos.
Hi, how you doing? Hi, Noah.
Hey, hi, Carlos. You all right?
Can you hear me?
All right.
We've got you, pal. Yeah, just on with Ash at the moment, Carlos.
Yeah. Just got a couple more questions, Carlos, and then Rob's all yours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take on.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, Rob, how pleased were you with the way you negated Harry Smith?
Yeah, I was pleased. He is a threat. They can obviously go direct into him from static, from goal kicks and free kicks. We tried to have a plan and discussed it, and how we worked on some things, in the build up to the game, on how we can try and negate him and deal with those threats. And in the main, I felt we did. So I think we weathered probably an early bit of a storm in the first 10 to 15 minutes, and throughout the game, of course, they were a threat, from the counter attack which they scored from, but then also set pieces and long throws. But I felt that overall we dealt with the big man very, very well, because he's a threat. He's a good player.
Yeah, and again, your goalkeeper, when he was called upon, great save, wasn't it?
Brilliant save from Luke again. So yeah, he's in really, really good form at the moment. He's confident and playing well, which to do well and to win games of football, you need your goalkeeper. It's such an important position. And like I keep saying, whenever we speak about Luke, I always bring up Tomo as well, because every day he's working extremely hard and he's pushing him as well. And whenever Tomo's been called upon in the cup games as well, he's been great. So we're really lucky to have both of those two goalkeepers. They're great lads, push each other really hard every day, and both in really good form.
Yeah, I know when you probably said post-match you were, more than pleased with the point, but looking back on those highlights, you actually think, well, yeah, we could have won that game.
Yeah, we definitely could have. I really do think that. I know we haven't won every game, but apart from Port Vale, I think we could have won every other game. I really do. Exeter, Tranmere, and Tuesday night against Leyton Orient, we could have won. But we haven't, and if you don't win, it's important then to take the point, and that's what we've done in those games, Ash. But you're right, we had one or two chances. The one cleared off the line, and some good moments, but probably didn't create. Cad's is one where he chopped inside late on and with his right foot, and had a go to try and bend one in the top corner. So some good moments, but in the end, we take the point and move on. Yeah,
the more I look at the penalty chance, I think if that's the Premier League, the referee's pointing to the spot.
It would have gone to VAR, I would have thought, and I think probably would have gone to the spot, but we didn't get that, and away from home probably don't expect to get it. But it was a really good move. The build up to it, I was really pleased with that. I thought that showed some real bravery and some quality in creating that chance. So there was some good stuff. Ash.
Yeah, I guess if you can win Saturday, and you've had two games, haven't you? Almost back to back, 3 games. If you can get those 3, my maths is awful. 7 points from those 3 games, you're going to be delighted, aren't you, with that?
If we do, yeah. Like I said to Furls, if it was a good point anyway, but if we do win on Saturday and we can get 3 points, then it becomes a magnificent point on Tuesday night and a really good return going into the Bradford game. But there's a lot of ifs, buts, and maybes, and the result is out of our hands. What we can control is our performance, our attitude, and if we work really hard, if we do our basics well, and we really run. If we run, then with those things, then we give ourselves a chance, because we've got good players, Ash. So we can't guarantee the result, but what we can guarantee is that we're going to work really hard and try and win our battles. And if we do that, then we've always got a chance.
Yeah, just one more from me, Rob. Top of the table, 2 defeats in 13 games, 27 points from 13 games. You would have snapped my hand off if I'd said that at the start of the season, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's been a good return so far. But like I said, we keep level and humble and all of those things, and nothing's been achieved yet. Nothing at all. We put ourselves in a really good position. That's it, and we built some confidence and momentum. But we know, and all the lads know, that there's a long way to go, Ash. And we're fully focused on the job at hand, and that is Salford on Saturday.
Yeah. Just one more again, because there was an added one to this question, so I do apologise. I don't look at it and think you've got a home form issue at all. It's only been 2 defeats whole season, but would you agree with that? Because there will be people that say, "Oh, not so good at home." But what's your point of view on that one?
No, like I said, we've won some great games. Sutton, how good was Bristol City? I know it was a cup game, but we've shown that. Crawley was, we scored 6 goals and won a game at home. So we did have an off day against Port Vale, and the Swindon game was,
Good game. Yeah.
Keep going back over, games from a few games ago, but it was a good game, and it could have gone our way. So yeah, we lost a couple of games at home. I would say one we deserved to, the other could have gone either way. But apart from that, no, there's no home form problem at all. We're just, But we want to try and win every game, and that's whether that's home or away. And we're going with the same attitude to but we want to get the fans going, and that's down to us to do that. We know that, but they've been great so far this season. I think we've had some good performances at home, so we're looking forward to this one.
Yeah, it's just me, and this is the last one. Honestly, is it just me? But the pitch at the fully charged New Lawn looks smaller to me to when we go to some of those big away grounds. Is that just an optical illusion?
No, I think, look, we've got first of all, we've got a great pitch, and the size of it now is similar to the 1 or 2 that might be a little bit bigger, but there's nothing really in it, Ash. It's but I do think opposition teams will look to try and make the pitch smaller by being more compact and tighter. So that can deny us a little bit more space. But no, we've got pretty much the same amount of space as we will do at all these other grounds.
Yeah, I think it's just like when you go to places like Carlisle and Orient, they just look massive, don't they?
Yeah, they're big. Yeah, there's some big pitches, but they're quite big around the pitch as well, aren't they?
Yeah. Okay. Cheers, Rob. I'll let you get that. I'll let you sort that splinter out. Okay, Dom, thanks for joining us. Just want to touch on Tuesday night's high octane 1-1 thriller with Leyton Orient. On reflection, are you disappointed with the point now?
No, we said it's a good point to take away from Orient. We're obviously disappointed in the way we conceded the goal, but we knew going to obviously Leyton Orient is on a Tuesday. It's always going to be tough. They're in the position where they are because of the quality they have, and we knew what they was going to bring with the fans behind them. They're going to be high energy, high pressing, and I thought we dealt with it well with conditions on the night. And looking back at it, it is a good point, and one that if we go into Saturday and get 3 points against Salford, then it tallies up to be 4 points out of 2 really tough games.
You negated the threat of Harry Smith, 6'5", real beanpole striker. But did you have a game plan to nullify him?
Yeah, obviously he's a big presence. He really well holds the ball up well. Obviously for goal kicks we had Ebu obviously back there to win the headers, and us three to obviously watch out for the flick on because they really work well. Obviously they utilised Smith really well. Big presence. But I thought the game plan, what Rob and Richie put together worked well. It nullified it. And really you can see he wasn't in the game really in sense around the box. Only obviously with the flick-ons, which obviously we dealt with, and it looked well. Ebu done brilliant, tussling with the arrows with him as well.
You looked personally as if you were really relishing the encounter. It was a proper good, solid defensive display from yourself and your teammates. How happy are you with your form?
Yeah, I'm pleased. Yeah, I feel like I've got confidence at the moment going into every game as well as a team. And it's always helps, when the team's feeling good, and obviously the position we're at that we look at, can't help but have confidence. So we kind of feed off each other each and every game, and bettering each other, which whatever gets thrown at us. So hopefully it continues, the run of form, and take game by game as well as it comes.
You've played in a variety of positions across the back three this season. Where do you feel you're at your most comfortable? Because we definitely call you Mr. Versatile.
Yeah, I don't really mind where I play. Obviously, in the back three, I've always said that it's kind of like the same position. But I enjoy playing. I had obviously the start of the season spell on the left side, which I really enjoyed. Obviously, I had a quite link up with obviously Nicky Cadden out there. Got on well, built a little relationship. Obviously, circumstances changed. With obviously injuries being picked up, and you've got to adapt to whatever position you get put in. So as long as I'm on a pitch, or I'll give my all.
Yeah, every game this season, Dom, you've been 7, 8, 9 out of 10. Do you feel like you're in the form of your life as you mature as a footballer and get more Football League games under your belt?
Yeah, I think obviously you can get better with the more games you play. Obviously, you get better, you adapt to it. You know what's going to be thrown at you. And that comes with being obviously being more mature on the pitch and understanding the state of some games, and you can adapt to it. And like I said, you do learn. Obviously, you can learn in training, but when you got the game time and you're being played, obviously you can just relish it and try and go from there. But I believe, taking game by game and whatever throws, obviously it's different tests in League Two. They throw, different opposition up against different people. So, I can only take game by game, but hopefully it continues.
Yeah, a win on the road at Scunthorpe last Saturday, a point on Tuesday at Orient. If you beat Salford on Saturday, that's been a really good result, hasn't it?
Yeah, we said at the start of this month, we said this month's going to be really tough with the opponents we got. And look at Scunthorpe. They were the bottom of the league, and it wasn't a tough test. We knew what they were going to do, banking after obviously they played Harrogate, conceding 6. They're going to be so solid at the back, so hard to break down. So even that in its sense was really tough. And then obviously Tuesday night against Orient, another tough test with different opponents that obviously in the playoff position. And now we got Salford, so it's a quick turnaround, but we're ready for it. And we know each team as well are going to give their 5% more against us just because of where we are in the league. So it's more effort in each game, which obviously we're going to bring.
Dom, what do you expect from Salford on Saturday?
They're a really good side. We know obviously they can change like us. They've 4 at the back, they've gone 3 at the back. They've also obviously got Elliott and Hunter, good players, and obviously Sheps is there with the quality of crossing ability that he has. They've got some really threats individuals on the pitch. So it's going to be another battle. I would say similar towards obviously Orient, just with a tough test, high energy. It'll be high energy, I can imagine.
Yeah. Top of the table, 27 points from 13 games. It doesn't get much better than that, does it?
No, it's been a very good start. And obviously, unfortunately, we couldn't increase the gap the other night. But yeah, we're really happy with what we've got, with the tally we've got so far. But we keep saying that, especially in meetings and training, so early as well. I was 13 games in. We still got what's that, 30, I don't know, 33, 32 more games to go. So it's still early. So we take game by game and hopefully we keep rallying up the points.
Yeah, it's been a breathtaking start to the season. Just 2 defeats this season. They've both been at home. Do you feel there's a home form issue, or is that am I wide of the mark on that one?
No, not at all. You look at the 2 home defeats, it's Port Vale and Swindon. Really 2 solid sides. So I wouldn't blame. It's not the home form. It's just those 2 teams really, they came with a game plan. They executed it really well. So we can only, hats off to them. We've gone away from the games and we bounced back from them with, a decent run. So you look at it, obviously it's just a coincidence that it's asked that to be at home. If it's always going to be a tough game, but we're looking forward to Saturday at home, especially with the fans. They've been brilliant since we've been at home. So hopefully we can give them another 3 points.
Yeah, lovely, Dom. That's all from me, and all the best Saturday.